It was just another ordinary day in the life of an extraordinary skunk named Stinky. Now, Stinky was no ordinary skunk. He wasn't even your typical Pepe Le Pew. This guy was large, clumsy, and incredibly enthusiastic.
Okay.
His dream in life was to one day be the Easter Bunny. Not the assistant, not the apprentice, but the real deal, the actual Easter Bunny himself. But first, he needed a job, any job. So when a new position opened up as the Easter Bunny's assistant, Stinky jumped at the chance. The only problem was, this wasn't exactly what he had in mind. Sure, it was a start, but he had big dreams. He wanted to be the main attraction, the one bringing joy to children all over the world. Every year, the Easter Bunny prepared for the annual Easter extravaganza. Every creature in the woods trained for their special roles. From the chipmunks to the rabbits, everyone did their part to make sure the event went off without a hitch. And Stinky was determined to prove himself, to show the Easter Bunny that he was more than just a clumsy skunk. He wanted to be a hero. After weeks of preparation, it was finally time for the Easter extravaganza. The Easter Bunny's heart sank as he looked at his new assistant. Oh dear, what have I gotten myself into? But before he could change his mind, it was too late. The event was about to begin, and there was no turning back. With a deep breath, the Easter Bunny hopped into his basket. It was time to deliver happiness. As he made his way through the forest, he noticed a group of young animals waiting eagerly for his arrival. Their eyes sparkled with excitement and their tails twitched with anticipation. This was it. This was why he did what he did. The smiles on their faces, the joy in their hearts, it was all worth it. But as he continued his journey, he couldn't shake off this uneasy feeling. Something didn't feel right. He tried to ignore it, but it only grew stronger. Finally, he decided to follow his instincts and investigate. Little did he know, this decision would change everything. Meanwhile, back at the starting point, Stinky was doing his best to keep things under control. He was directing the other animals, making sure everything was in place for the Easter extravaganza. But it wasn't easy. The rabbits were skittish, the chipmunks were arguing, and the squirrels were just plain nuts. To say it was chaos would be an understatement. As the minutes ticked by, the anxiety started to build. Stinky knew the Easter Bunny was counting on him, and he didn't want to let him down. He had to get a grip on the situation fast. Just then, he remembered something the Easter Bunny had told him. Stay calm, be positive, and believe in yourself. It was time for Stinky to put these words into action. He took a deep breath, squared his shoulders, and faced the animals. It was now or never. With a loud voice, he announced, "All right, everyone, listen up." The animals fell silent and turned to face him. We have a lot to do and not much time to spare. So let's work together and make this the best Easter extravaganza yet. The animals nodded their heads in agreement. They could see the determination in Stinky's eyes, and they knew they could count on him. Together, they worked with renewed energy. The rabbits became more focused, the chipmunks more cooperative, and the squirrels well. They still had their moments, but overall they were on track. Stinky's leadership skills were evident, and he was quickly becoming the hero of the day. As the Easter Bunny made his way through the forest, he couldn't help but smile. The unease he had felt earlier was gone, replaced by a sense of pride and accomplishment. He had chosen the right assistant after all. Stinky was doing an excellent job. The event went off without a hitch. The children laughed and played, the animals performed their routines flawlessly, and the Easter Bunny watched with a sense of satisfaction. This was what it was all about, bringing joy to others, creating lasting memories. But as the day drew to a close, the reality of the situation hit him like a ton of bricks. He was only the assistant, wasn't the Easter Bunny. All he had done was help out, yet somehow it felt like he had achieved something truly special. Back at the starting point, Stinky was surrounded by the other animals. They were celebrating the success of the Easter extravaganza, and Stinky couldn't help but feel on top of the world. But as the party wound down, he found himself alone once again. The others had gone home, and he was left to clean up the mess. He sighed, feeling a mix of sadness and disappointment. He had worked so hard, given it his all, and for what? Another year, another disappointment. Just when he thought it couldn't get any worse, he heard a familiar voice. "Stinky, my boy, can I have a word with you?" The Easter Bunny stood in front of him, his expression serious. Stinky's heart sank. Had he done something wrong? Was this the end of his short tenure as assistant? The Easter Bunny cleared his throat and began, "I need to tell you something. You've done an outstanding job today. The event went off without a hitch, thanks in no small part to your efforts." "I couldn't have done it without you, Stinky." Stinky's eyes widened in surprise. Could this be the moment he had been waiting for? Was the Easter Bunny finally going to ask him to be his official assistant? The Easter Bunny continued, "That is why I'm offering you a position of great importance, a position that will allow you to bring joy to children all over the world." Stinky's heart raced as he waited for the Easter Bunny to reveal the position. Surely it was something big, something that would change his life forever. But when the Easter Bunny finally spoke, his words were unexpected. "Will you be my official taste tester?" Stinky blinked, taken aback by the Easter Bunny's offer. Taste tester. Was that really the prestigious position he had been waiting for? The Easter Bunny explained, "As you know, we take great pride in our Easter eggs. We fill them with delicious treats that children adore. However, with so many different recipes to choose from, we need someone with a discerning palate to sample our latest creations. And who better than you, Stinky?" Stinky considered the offer. On one hand, it was a step closer to his dream of being the Easter Bunny. On the other hand, it was not what he had envisioned. He looked at the Easter Bunny, his expression a mix of gratitude and disappointment. "Thank you for the offer, Easter Bunny, but to be honest, I was hoping for something a little different." Easter Bunny understood Stinky's feelings. He'd seen the skunk's dedication and knew he deserved more. "I know this isn't what you were hoping for, Stinky, but I promise you, you will be an integral part of our team. Your job is crucial. Without a good taste tester, our Easter eggs could be ruined. Besides," he added with a wink, "who knows where this opportunity may lead? One day you might even be the one filling the eggs." Stinky smiled, realizing the Easter Bunny was right. This was just the beginning. He had a chance to prove himself, to show the world what he was capable of, and who knows, maybe one day soon he would be the Easter Bunny. But for now he had an important job to do. He was the official taste tester, and there were Easter eggs to devour. And that's the end of part 1. How does Stinky fare as the Easter Bunny-esque taste tester? Will he discover a hidden talent for culinary arts? Or will the responsibility of sampling countless eggs leave him overwhelmed and possibly ill? Stay tuned to find out in part 2. If you enjoyed this whimsical tale of Stinky the Skunk, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more enchanting adventures.